Hey everyone, happy Monday and welcome to Instagram Live. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Linda Marquez Gadine, functional medicine practitioner, but also I'm a keto fanatic. And more than anything, I'm a mom and a woman on a mission to help other women and even men to overcome a lot of their health challenges. But today, what I want to talk about, because I know that this resonates with so many people, is are you a seasoned dieter or are you a chronic dieter? I'm going to just raise my hand and say that I am guilty, as probably a lot of people that are going to watch this, because as women, we tend to always be on a diet, right? But that's really the wrong mindset. So today what I'm going to share is 7 different things that I think are really going to help you so that you kind of break through that mentality. One is you got to put your blinders on. You got to put blinders on that it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing, because we have a tendency to go on a diet, go on a program because we saw someone else do it and they got results. So then we want to do what they did. So that's the wrong approach, because we will always be comparing to what the results that they got and what they're doing, and we never stay in our own lane. It's kind of like running and racing. If you keep looking back and you just don't stay the course, it's going to set you back. You might trip, you might run into something. So number one is keep your blinders on and don't compare yourself with anybody else, because human nature, we do that, but our brain is wired that you'll never measure up to comparing somebody else. Okay, so that is number one. Number two is just to be aware. Be aware of what you're thinking. Be aware of what you're doing. So many times we go into autopilot and we don't even know what we're doing. We're not even aware of what we're saying, what we're eating, how we're moving. We have just become just creatures of habit. So number two is just you want to make sure that you're aware. Number three is you have to have a morning ritual, morning routines, because if you don't have a morning routine, you're just going to wake up and do everything the same way that you did the day before, but not do it with purpose. So one of the things that, for morning routines, I get up at 4. I know that's crazy, right? It's a crazy time, but I like to take those first 2 or 3 hours for me. So I like to meditate in the morning. I take a cold shower. I go for a walk. I take some of my supplements. I go to a class to work out, or I go to the gym and work out. And it just gives me time to even journal, do a little bit of reading in the morning. So I use all that time so that I can serve my patients, I can serve my family. If I'm on video chats all day, it gives me an opportunity to just fully show up. So, but it starts the day before, just planning out what your day's going to be like, knowing what you're going to eat. And sometimes people are going to do this with meal plans, they know the day before what they're going to eat. But the best way to do that is actually have a whole week meal plan. So that's number 3. Number 4 is you have to be willing to make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. That's just how it is. You get a flat tire, you get out there, you fix the flat tire. You don't go out there and slash the other 3. You make mistakes, but that's how you learn. So be willing to learn from your mistakes. Number 5 is just show up. I go to a class. There's times in the morning, I don't want to go to the class. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to get up and meditate. I want to stay in bed because I'm tired at times, or I didn't go to bed early enough. So I start making some excuses sometimes in my head, and I'm like, no. So I have this mantra that in the morning, it's do I want to stay the same or do I want to be better? And so guess what usually wins? I want to be better. So I get up. So I just show up. Number 6 is just to be humble. Be humble and be willing to learn. This is a challenge that I know that I have with patients, even myself. It's just well, I've done that before and it didn't work. Why should I do it? Because I hire coaches to help me with many areas of my life. And they asked me to do something. I said, well, that didn't work. I'm not going to do that because that didn't work. But that's really the wrong attitude to have, because it may have not worked a year ago or 5 years ago because you were in a different headspace, or physiologically your body was in a different place. So just be humble and be willing to learn. I think that's just a huge one, because so many people get stuck in their ways that they don't want to deviate from that. Number 7 is to just have unshakable belief that you are going to be able to do this no matter what. You're going to get the results. And I'm just not talking about just diet, but it tends to kind of show up in the radar a lot with patients who are like, I can't lose weight and I'm having these challenges. But they go from diet to diet to diet to diet, and that's the wrong way to go, because you don't ever believe in yourself, and you believe that you're going to be on a diet the rest of your life. But as you've probably heard me in lots of videos, that you just have to work on you, and you have to work on becoming a better version of you instead of wishing for everything else to be so easy. The hardest part is working on you as an individual. So those are my 7 little bullet points, my little tips for, if you are a chronic dieter, how to change things, because it's going to show up. And if you stick to these, you are going to see some changes. And I will see you on the next Instagram Live. And if you like these, please share. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.